Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Type in the chat. Give me a one if you can hear me. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you can hear me, type a one in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I can see some comments. I see Charms. I see Megan. Can you guys hear me? Perfect. Great, great, great. This is my first time using StreamYard, so work with me. But we are excited. Great. Brandy, hi. Rosita, hello. Perfect. I'm glad everyone can hear me. Whew, got that out of the way. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm so excited about this challenge. To my knowledge, this is the first time that we're doing this. So, yay and hooray to that. That's always a great thing. Comment, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're joining us from. Let me know. I would love to hear it. This is the Sister Locks Business Acceleration Challenge. So, y'all about to get some good stuff. I'm telling you that now. You're about to get some good stuff. I hope you got your pen, your pad, however you take your notes. Trust me, you're going to want to take notes. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of value. I'm so excited that you guys are going to get this. I mean, I already know. Some of you already know, but I'm just saying, Greensboro, North Carolina, Chicago, New York, Philippines. Okay, I hear y'all. Y'all here for it. Y'all are here for it, and I'm here for y'all. You're about to get so much value, so much information. We got the VIP session afterwards. So I'm telling you now, if you didn't sign up for it, sign up for it. Sign up for it. There'll be a link in as we proceed. There will be a link in there. You'll get to actually talk with a coach in addition to talking with Carigo. So I'm just telling you, I'm here to just help y'all out and let y'all know about the good stuff that y'all are about to get. Okay. So now everybody is ready. Everybody is excited. So let's welcome Carigo in. Let's bring Carigo in the room so that she can get this thing going. Hey, Carigo! Yes,
I am
we are ready.
I'm so ready and I'm so pumped. I'm like so grateful that I woke up this morning to be able to do this. No longer a dream, but a reality to come true. Happy to be here. Sharifa, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. You are amazing. Thank you so much. So part of like this whole thing when we talk about this 5-day mentorship challenge is that you've got to show up. You've got to show up all the way. Thanks again, Sharifa. You've got to show up all the way, meaning that you woke up this morning. That's one. And you got to be grateful for that. Right. And now it's time to show up. Get, like Sharifa said, get those notes out, the notepads. I've got my own. I've got notepads. I've got, bring out your pen, whatever questions you have. Make sure you are putting everything on the chat. Hey, Brandy, how are you? Rochester, New York. How are you doing? I think I've seen you before in one of our programs. And there she is. Hi, Maria. How are you? Awesome. 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 All right. For those of you probably meeting me for the first time, good morning. And wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Carigo Kabuga, and I am a virtual natural hair coach. I am super duper excited that this idea of being able to actually bring people across the globe to work together to create community and actually pull people's talents and gifts so that we could come together, collaborate, and solve a problem that a lot of people are having. And I have the solutions. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this Sister Locks Acceleration Challenge, where we're going to take your businesses from overwhelming to thriving. I've been listening to a lot of you guys. I've been listening to your concerns, to your overwhelm, and really what I want to say is that if you stick here with me in these 5 days, you are going to be able to see, what type of mentorship that I offer, the type of energy that I have, and really what I bring, like the value that I bring. So I'm hoping that your feedback, you've got to really give me some feedback so whoever's feeling it right now, whoever's feeling this energy, whoever's feeling really ready and geared to go give me a thumbs up. If there's the thumbs up over there, give me a thumbs up. I want to know that you guys are ready. And so because I'm ready, I want to know that you're ready. There's somebody in Atlanta, Mississippi. All right. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. I'm able to see people in the chat. Muthoni, Natural Wonders. Awesome. Hey, everybody. Nice. Welcome. It is amazing. All right. So let us get started. So we're here because we are ready to actually go through a level of transformation. You did not just sign up because just like that, not to have proof, not to have a shift. Thank you. I see the thumbs up. You didn't just sign up not to be able to get change or to feel a shift. You signed up because there is something in you that caused you to sign up, put your name, and show up today because you are here to get something, right? And this is what I want. I want to make sure that this something that I'm able to give to you that you're receiving and you're going to be doing, implementing whatever you are hearing, learning, writing down those notes. All right. I need to make sure that we are continuing and you guys are writing down the notes to make sure you follow up. And this is how it works. We're going to be in a space of listening, receiving, and writing it down and taking what we learn to do it. There will be homework. I expect you guys to do homework. I mean, what teacher comes out without setting expectations? So I expect you guys to have homework so that we can be able to move forward. All right. Are we ready? So let us get started. We are ready for this transformation. Let's look at this today. First of all, we are going to start off with what I call Kirigo's rites of passage. All right, let us get into this. What is the rites of passage? You guys might be asking yourself, what is this rites of passage? Well, the rites of passage is a process that was developed for many indigenous cultures, actually. And the rites of passage, especially for me, being a girl from Africa, I always believe in following these blueprints that were set before us by our ancestors. There's a protocol, there's a process. And when I've followed these and I've done it in my businesses, I've noticed it allows me to level up consciously, mentally, spiritually, so that I could get myself ready for what it is that I want to call into my life. All right. So this rites of passage has 3 different stages. The first one is separation. That's the first step. So today we're going to be actually thinking about how do we separate? What do you mean separation? Separation in traditional African culture, separation meant being removed from your home and going away from your parents the first time. Now, because we can't do that and where we are, so what I would like for us to do is find yourself a position somewhere where you can settle down. And you're going to be able to really bring focus, to really think. And even in your notes, we're going to separate our old mindset so that in this process, in these 5 days, we can go through the level of transition and transformation that is required in order for us to inject this energy into our businesses so we can catapult into thriving. All right. So separation, really letting go what you've already learned. What comes innate. It's not easy. Okay. It's not easy. And because this is like a crush course, we're going to be doing this in exactly today to open up for what's yet to come. So that level of separation means letting go of those old mindsets. Are we prepared to do that? If anybody is prepared to do that, give me a 1. Who's prepared to do that? Give me a 1, give me a 1, give me a 1. All right. Give me a 1 on the comments. Let me see how you're feeling. Are you ready? Awesome. Excellent. All right. So if I see Abigail is ready. Megan is ready. Awesome. Somebody else is ready. I can't tell the name. I see many ones. All right. There's many of us who are ready. Hello, Sister Locks community. Hello. Thank you. All right. So the first thing we're going to do then is that I want you guys to take a deep breath. Here's why we're going to separate ourselves. The rites, as you see, R-I-T is not spelled with a G-H, right? This particular one means ritual before opening up to allow ourselves to really commit. And on your paper right now, I want you guys to write, I am committed. Write that down for me, please. I am committed. I'm committed to go to this process. I'm committed to come on time. I'm committed to do the homework. This is what you're committing to. I am committed. Let me see that. Put it in the chat. Ones. Janelle. All right. Yes. If you're committed, write that down in the chat. So we're going to separate ourselves from that old mindset to the new mindset. All right. To this newness that we're going to receive during this 5 days. All right. So sitting there after you've written down, make sure that your back, your shoulders are straightened out. You're sitting, your back is straight. And we're going to take our first deep breath to say, this is the ritual of us making that leap into our transition. So let's go together. Deep breath. Exhale. Take a deep breath again. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Inhale, exhale. So because we have to do this in a crush course manner, that means every one of you who has written down, who has sent me a one, who did those deep breaths, right now you should feel really relaxed and open for the newness. This is why ritual is so important. It's a symbol. It really allows the mind to open itself up and get into the next thing. So this is what I want you guys to understand, that it's super duper important to start self-care every day. Every day you wake up, think of self-care. All right. Very, very important. I'm committed. Yes. Somebody has written they're committed. Who else is committed? Yes. All right. Janelle, you're committed. Excellent. Excellent. All right. All right. We're going to move on to the next thing. So now that we've done our separation, we really have agreed to forget about what we've already been conditioned to think about, and that we are now ready to open ourselves and our minds to this new way of thinking, to these new concepts. Next, let's go. Abigail, transition. This is what we're doing from now on. For these next 5 days, guys, every day will be a level of transition. We're going to start here and we're going to keep transitioning every day to open ourselves up even more to be able to receive the new information. Let me tell you what blocks us. Why transition is necessary. A lot of times we hear things, we say we want things. Oh, I want this, or I want that. Oh, I want to run my business. I want to have clients. I don't have clients right now. I want to set up my shop. We say this, but our actions go the opposite direction. This is why it's imperative that you actually take this moment in this time to really go within. Part of the homework is to sit by yourself to really consider, what do I really want? Am I really aiming to get where I'm saying I want to get there? Am I unconscious? I want this thing, but I'm unconscious that my actions are actually moving in the opposite direction. Do you know that a lot of us do that? About 80% of the population says they want something, but the action moves in the opposite direction. It takes absolute dedication and devotion to be able to make sure that you are actually every day implementing what you're learning, putting it in, writing it off, checking it off. I've done this. It requires being organized. It requires commitment, like we talked about. Commitment is first. Consistency. You don't give up. Of course, if I gave up, I would have given up over 20 years ago. I wouldn't be here coming to teach you all these things that I've accumulated and learned over the years so that you can go from here to here in a very fast manner and save yourself the amount of time, the pressure, the stress, and money that I lost. I can help you move from here to here in a very short period of time. Implementing what you're learning. Exactly. Please, you must implement. This is what the homework is about, because I want you to be able to see that what you learn starting today, starting now, and come Friday, I want you to know that I want you to see your learning curve. I want evidence. I want proof. I want you to have proof, not just me. It's going to work for the both of us. When you've got proof, I've got proof. All right. All right. So the transition is allowing ourselves to open ourselves to the reality. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I have a little personality thing. I am like Carico, the mentor. And I'm like, tell it like it is, Kirigo. I'm a no nonsense, no BS when it comes to like, if you're really going to implement what you say you're going to do. This is why I do a great job of being an accountability partner. I will follow up. I will want to know if you've done it. I'm not going to make you feel bad that you didn't do it, because everybody has different type of reasons, but I am going to hold you accountable, because if you say you're committed, I saw that today, commitment, I saw it. I'm expecting to see you go from here to here, finish this program, and give me the feedback. And if you decide we continue working after this, I am ready. All right, transition. Let's go. What's next? So from that transition, this is going to be every day. Integration is next. So that means whatever you're learning in these few days, what you learned today, you implement immediately. This is why I had you sit down, roll your shoulders back, make sure that you're stacking your spine up so that you're able to take that deep breath so that we can start applying these things immediately. I just don't want to talk about them. I don't want to just talk about them. I need action. I want to see people who are actually going to put those things in place. All right. This is how we're going to move forward. This is how you're going to grow. This is how you're going to receive the results. All right. Okay. Ready. So integration means homework. Whatever it is, homework, write it down. Not only are you just going to write down your homework and do the homework, why you're writing it down is because a lot of times, about 90% of the things that we write down, we tend to manifest. So if you've written it down and you're going to look at it even after this and you continue to do the homework, your world will begin to open up. If it's that Sisterlocks business that you're ready to implement, you will be able to see where you should start, which direction you should move. Because sometimes we just get blocked in our minds and we can't move forward. We can't move sideways. We can't move because we don't know where to move. And because there's so many thoughts in your head, so much clutter. This is why I'm saying this whole entire rites of passage, separating ourselves from what we've learned before, going through the transition, and obviously integrating what we learn, what we find out. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves. You're going to actually end up finding out, are you a doer or are you not? Are you a talker? At the end of these 5 days, yes, all of that is going to come out. Okay. It's not to shame anybody, but it's to hold the mirror up and say, listen, accountability, sis. Run this business. Stop talking about it. Be about it. I don't like talking too much about things. I'm an implementer. I'm one of those people. Enough of the talks. Whatever we're talking, let's start. Let's just put it in. And this is how I was able to come up with this idea. Came up with the idea. Spoke to a group. To a group of my really close friends, people who could listen to me and empower me and support me, and created a team. And this is how it's possible. All of these things. And I'm going to walk you from here to there so that you can understand how that we can incorporate all of these things, because I want you to be successful. Your success is my success. And I mean that. I'm not just saying it. I also want to remind you, if you have not yet signed up for the VIP, because you want to make sure we have a great guest coming in today. You want to make sure you sign up. All right. As you could see, it's right here on the post, naturalhairmentorship.com. /VIP. You get the ability to speak to all the professionals that have been in the industry. Everyone that you will speak to has been in this industry for over a decade. So they've got a lot to share. They've got, and you've got to come ready with your questions, because they're making their time. They're taking time out. When I talk about community, they're taking time out to come and support me, because of course, this is the type of relationships that I have built with my community. And what we're talking about today with these rites of passage is so that we can eventually build relationships that are going to take our businesses to the next level. The relationship with yourself, your relationship with your clients, and the relationship with your business. And a lot of that is reflected on how well you take care of yourself. Okay. So the more you take care of yourself, the more you're going to pretty much implement all of these techniques, and you're going to feel worthy. You eat nutritious food, you meditate, make sure you rest, all of these things, eat well, nutritious foods, colorful foods. We're going to get into that. It starts with self-care. Definitely. Definitely. Sitting in the sun, integration, right? What we learn and what we find out. Exactly. Again, everything that I'm talking about is for you to integrate. And please make sure that you're writing these things down. So this rites of passage that you're going through is called Kariga's rites of passage, moving from separation through transition and integrating what we learn. Welcome to the African culture. All right. So what do we have next here? I am super excited. I actually wanted to read something really, really important because part of what I'm doing is to make sure that we can build community. Okay. And this is a book from The Spirit of Intimacy, which is African Ancient Teachings and Ways of Relationships by Sabun Some. Here's what she says. The Embrace, chapter 3 is to be specific. And this we'll send you links like to my Amazon store where you can go and get these books. All right. So community is the spirit, the guiding light of a tribe whereby people come together in order to fulfill a specific purpose, to help others fulfill their purpose and take care of one another. The goal of community is to make sure that each member of the community is heard, very, very important, and is properly giving the gifts he or she has brought to this world. Without this giving, the community dies. Okay? And that's real talk, guys. We could see what's going on with the pandemic, with people being isolated, all the horrific things that are going on top of the pandemic. So when we're not coming in as a community and supporting one another, you pretty much are not living your best life. Okay. And without the community, the individual is left without a place where he or she can contribute. The community is that grounding place where people come and share their gifts and receive from others. Are you all hearing me? This is the community I'm building right now. I'm receiving from you. You're receiving from me. We're supporting each other. We're going to listen to each other. I want you guys to know that I've heard you, and I'm here to hear you and recognize your pain, that overwhelm. I know about the overwhelm, and I'm going to share about my own story of overwhelm. But that's what I wanted to make sure that you understand. The other thing that a community does, it leaves many people who have wonderful contributions without community. When many people without contributions to hold back their gifts, not knowing where to put them. Every one of you has a gift that you must bring out and share with your community. Each and every one of us. Some people, I remember being probably on your side, looking up, just saying, oh man, I wonder how someone could do that. I'm here to tell you that it's possible. It's possible. But it took me moving around in a community where most people told me it was possible. You cannot survive in a community where every day you're hearing it's not possible. This is why this rites of separation is really, really important. All right. So first steps. Relationship with yourself is self-care. We're going to talk about 3 different types of relationships. The one with yourself, which is the most important one. And if nothing else out of this 5-day challenge, I want you to get the importance of self-care. Then we're going to talk about the relationship with your businesses and your clients. And then we're going to talk about the relationship with our with our businesses and our clients. All right. I want you to understand that the relationship you have with yourself will ultimately flow into your business and be able to flow to your clients, guys. Because we are running small businesses, a lot of us tend to run small businesses. Some of them we're running our businesses in our home, and that's very intimate. It's a private place. So we're bringing strangers into our private place. How well do you take care of your space? How well are you keeping it clean? People are looking for clean places. This pandemic has opened the consumer's eye to require different needs. Do you understand your customers' needs? There is no way you're going to understand your customers' needs if you don't know your own needs. How would you understand somebody else's needs if you're neglecting your own? your needs of self-care, making sure that you nourish yourself. Doing the Sisterlocks thing is no joke. It requires stamina. It requires energy. You have to be able to be standing up for hours. If you're doing an install, it's going to take you 20 to 25 hours, guys. Breaking it up, it doesn't matter. Those are hours that you're going to be on your 2 feet. And if you're not eating well, if your mind is not right, if you are mentally and physically not in the right place, your customer is going to suffer, and they're going to pay for that suffering. That's not fair. Why should customers be punished to bring business to you? I want you guys to understand that part of the biggest reason or the biggest incentive in why I decided to do this was primarily because of the horrific stories I would receive from clients. Horrific. You're going to get an opportunity to hear directly from them. It's unfortunate. We have such a short time. I have gazillion, thousands of horrific stories from clients sitting in a chair, trusting the person standing behind the chair to take care of her crown, and their feelings have been hurt. Their hair is jacked up. They felt disrespected. The environment was foul. These are stories I'm not making up. I've heard these stories. I've seen women cry. As a virtual natural hair coach, I've sat at home and they're in their home crying on my screen because of some of the things some of us who are not conscious are doing to our clients. And then we're wondering, oh, why don't I have clients? Why is it that I can't seem to, I'm not happy in my business? A lot of times it's going to be you. You're the problem. I know it's not easy. I told you I was going to speak the truth today. A lot of times, guys, it's you, it's me, it's us, because we are not taking care of ourselves. So this is what I want you to do first. Write this down. I want you to make sure you start with self-care at home at least 1 to 3 times a week. Write that down. 1 to 3 times a week. What does that look like? We're going to break it down. Let's see the next screen. We're going to break it down. All right. You want to take care of your body with a morning routine. For example, this morning before I came here, I got up, I did 5 minutes meditation, and really my meditation is usually a gratitude. And I can actually do it while I'm still laying down. I don't have to physically get all the way up out of bed. And I'm grateful that I wake up to see another day. I was grateful to hear the birds singing. I was grateful for having a roof over my head, that my family is well. You've got to be able to make sure that you start off that way. That's being intentional with your day. You don't want to just, I heard a lady tell me the other day, one of my clients, she made me laugh. She said, life is not a bed. You can't just be rolling back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on that bed. You've got to have a plan. Okay? So you have to mentally, when we say, oh, I don't even work out, I don't know why, because you haven't prioritized it. Enough of the excuses, guys. We are the problem. I was the problem at one point, but I pushed past that. And these are the things that I'm sharing with you for the next 5 days, in these next 5 days, this week. Morning routine. What does that look like? What makes you happy? What would make you happy? It's not necessarily what I do. It's about you writing down. Sit down and write, what makes me happy? What would I like to get? Some people it's coffee and a peace of mind. Some people it's walking. Personally, I like working out. I like the idea of running. I'm a runner. And not because I'm Kenyan, I'm a runner. I just love running. It clears my mind. It's a meditation. I don't run fast. It's just an easy jog, but I can do that at least 30 minutes in my morning. You can do some power. You can do some squats. You can do yoga. You can do tea. You can do your favorite breakfast. I don't care what it is, but take care of your body. Something that's going to take care. Stretch. Sometimes we feel like we have to go to the gym. No, stop lying to yourself. You don't need to go to the gym. All you need to do is make sure that you are implementing these things little by little, and it makes you feel good. It's like an euphoria. Every time you commit to yourself, you feel good and you get stronger and it gets stronger and you feel better. And it's important that you pour into yourself because you cannot pour into your clients when you're depleted. It's impossible. That mathematics just does not add up. Minus and minus doesn't give you, you can't have two negatives like that. You've got to make sure that you make the time to take care of yourself. Morning coffee. Correct. Absolutely. What else can you do? What else do you guys do? For me, here's another thing that I love to do, which people think is strange. I write with my left hand. It's not my dominant arm, but I write with it. And over the years, my writing is almost as good as my left. I can't believe it. But it also, apparently, from what I read, it helps me think differently. It causes me to use my artistic brain a little bit more. I'm an artist. I love creating, but it allows me to have balance. And when I started writing with my left hand, I've always had issues doing yoga on my left side. But one day I was doing yoga and I was like, wow, I just did it on the left side and didn't even realize it. So it's also like strengthening another part of my muscle, that I don't really see. It doesn't show up like my biceps or my triceps, but it is another muscle in my body that I can use to help me think differently and obviously use to my advantage. All right. So you're free to use that. Oh, somebody else said read, walk outside. There you go, Brandy. Yes. I write with my left too. All right, Sunshine. Good for you. All right. Yes. You cannot pour into your clients when you're depleted. You cannot. And write that down. You cannot. And write that in big. That should be the first thing you wake up and read. And then it should make you pivot to go take care of yourself. All right. Next screen. Take care of your body with your morning routine. There you go. See, rise and shine. Okay. Treat yourself. Again, it doesn't require money, guys. It doesn't. I learned so much during this pandemic. My learning curve was the yay big to the moon and back. We do not have to go out to get to treat ourselves. We can do these things, even with things in your kitchen, like sugar and honey. You could put those and scrub your skin. You could get creative. You could pamper yourself. And if you can go to spa and get it done. And if you're still scared to go out there, I would research. I'm the type of person, because Sisterlocks is my entire business, like my own business, has always been about Sisterlocks and natural hair care. So that, because it requires a lot of physical energy, I used to get my massages every 2 weeks, but the pandemic hit and I stopped. And I'm going to share with you later what exactly I used. I use these days. You could get it on Amazon. It's almost also on my Amazon store. It's called ESO. It's like warm magnetics that you could place on your skin that warm and massage your body. That's something that you could use even while you work. I love it. Or even while you work out, but we'll talk more about that. But you could treat yourself. You could take a bath at home and put some essential oils. You could do boot camp training, 60-minute, whatever gives you joy. So make sure part of your homework is to write down some of these things. What brings me joy? Your top 3 things, and see how you can begin to start implementing them in your daily routine. That morning, feed yourself first, so then you could go out and feed the others. Foot flexology, definitely. That foot flexology, absolutely. You know why? Because you're on your feet all day sometimes, especially when we have poor technique and we're not soft on the knees. And we'll talk about that as we keep going. But this is how I want you guys to start thinking. 1 to 3 times, treat yourself. A bath, just quiet time, shutting everything down, lighting a candle. It doesn't have to require finances. Okay. All right. Walk outside. There you go. Fresh air. The cicadas are gone now. If you lived in a place of cicadas, read. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Great ideas. Great ideas. All right. Let's keep going. Treat yourself. Pamper yourself. Yes. More of that, sometimes, because I work with my hands a lot. There are treatments I do at home and put saran wrap on my arms and just, sometimes even sleep like that. It's an entire treatment, especially winter when my skin is cracking, because these are other things. You have to take care of yourself. I have to take care of my hands, because my hands are the ones that is going to make sure that the business actually, runs. and of course your body. So taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, because when you do this, you feel good about yourself. And then when you come around your customers, because guys, if you know what I know, the customers are suffering. They are struggling. They're coming from the pandemic. People have gone through things. Some of them were abused. Some of them are coming out from broken marriages. Some of them, their children are divorcing them. Yes, it's true. There is so much going on right now that these customers that come in our chair are really looking for relief. Okay? Are really looking for relief. Yes, Brandy, I have a hand massage machine. There you go. Pamper yourself. Take care of those arms. Take care of those hands. This is the tool that is going to keep you in business. No hands, nothing. You can actually go forward without a chair. You can actually move forward without, but if you don't have these hands, you're not going to be able to do any of the business. And that's real talk. So we have to make sure that we're always taking care of our hands, all right? And our body, because it requires the whole physique. All right, next. These are some, I hope you guys are writing this down. Find creativity, doesn't mean you got to travel, but find a hobby, something you've always been thinking about. I want to learn how to swim. So I heard someone say swimming the other day. Someone said, oh, I don't know how to ride a bike. I'm going to learn how to ride a bike this summer. Yes. Feed yourself. Feed yourself, do those things. Do your art, go outside, go out in nature if you don't usually go out in nature. Take on a new hobby, call some friends, join a group where you do speed walk, hike, whatever it is. Get creative, write down, sit down. And when you're really listening, after you do that deep breath and you sit down and do this homework and just write down what flows, allow that comes to you naturally, that is being downloaded. Write it down because that's what's meant for you. And trust it. Trust that intuition. Grow vegetables. There you go. Be in your garden. Absolutely. 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 Find creativity. Personally, for me, because I'm a girl with my hands, I like being with my plants. I like, sewing or stitching. I like tubing. I like biking. I love running. I already mentioned that. I love great music and dancing, but I also love baking and things like that. So things where I could create with my hands, I really love. All right. Okay. What else we got over there? Find creativity. There's so many ways to be creative, guys, and those are just a few. Nurturing your mind, reading books like someone mentioned before, journaling, enriching your mind, like what you're doing today. Good for you. This is part of nurturing your mind, coming here so that you will allow your mind to collect new information. Quilting. I love that. Yes. Okay. Nurture your mind. Watch what you're listening to. If I were you, like in these 5 weeks, part of separation, stop listening to all that negative news for the next 5 days, please, and focus on what you need to be doing on your business. I promise you'll see a difference. Block the negative information coming to your mind. So very often we wake up with no plan, and the first thing we do is turn on our television. And guess what the television is telling you? About all the people that were murdered while you were sleeping, that everything that went wrong. And then you wake up, and in 10 minutes after waking up, you don't know why you're feeling anxious, all that anxiety. The news, people, shut it down for the next 5 days, please. Quiet it down. Quiet down on the social media. Sometimes we're just on it hours, just aimlessly. That time that you're flowing back and forth, unless you're looking for furniture to set up in your store or you're doing something to do with homework, cut it all out. Okay. Someone mentioned here puzzles and uplifting music on the things that you can do in terms of creativity. Absolutely. My daughter loves puzzles. Okay. Nurturing that mind means also shutting it down. Friends who are going to call you and whine all day. I don't have time for that. I have a challenge this week that I have to attend to. Okay. That should be your priority. If you are not moving in this format, my dear, you're going to be left behind. Okay. All right, guys. So I want you guys to understand that you have to take the responsibility to block off the negative input coming into your mind and nurture your mind. That's part of it. Blocking these patterns from coming perpetually for these next 5 days and nurturing your mind. Listen to something, put on YouTube and listen to I am affirmations. I am enough. Write that down. I am enough. Write that down. All right. How are we doing so far? How's everybody feeling? If you're feeling great so far, give me a 1. Give me a 1. You're feeling good. Give me a 1 that you're already getting something out of this. Give me a 1 that you have a takeaway already. Give me a 1. I am enough. Yes. Yes, Abigail. I am enough. Exactly. I am enough. And say that to yourself every day for the next 5 days. I am enough. And it comes in different tones. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm enough. I'm enough. Yes, I am enough. Until it becomes a reality for you. Because sometimes, even as we say those words, I've heard, especially women, tell me that they have a difficulty saying those words. I am enough. And if you are having difficulty, then that means good. Say it. Push past that until it feels right. Until you feel enough, until you understand that you already are enough. You're a winner. If you signed up and you're here today, you're already a winner. I want you to know that. You are enough. I am enough. I get 1s. Camicia Delcia. All right. I am enough. I get lots of 1s. All right, guys. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is great. All right. So do we have another screen? Otherwise, I would like our guest to come on. Yes, eat well. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Nutritious food is the fuel to continue to drive the body into the business so that you could grow. If you're not eating foods that are nutritious and nourishing, you need to have a colorful plate. Okay? A colorful plate. Like this morning, I had some protein, I had some avocado, some cucumber, not sugary foods, because I'm going to come and I'm going to be so hype and after I'm just going to burn out. That doesn't work for me. So I need proteins. I'm a vegetarian. So I love, lots of vegetables, different types of vegetables. But I love a colorful plate. I love cooked vegetables, raw vegetables, especially in the summertime. I love juicing. And if you just, for those who decide to continue working with me, we're going to create menus, plans. I have already got menus. Like this morning, right now, I'm drinking my hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is great. It's a great liver cleanser. This weekend, I went hiking. We did a lot of hiking and we also went and enjoyed ourselves at a winery right after hiking. So I'm just detoxing my liver, so that I can be strong and be very, have vitality during this time, and it's got ginger in it and how you can just incorporate these things quickly in your kitchen. All right. Is our guest ready? Is she ready? All right. So guys, so far, I'm hoping that you are receiving nuggets from this. I hope you're writing down. I hope you are feeling excited, empowered. I'm pumped. I am like super duper pumped. And I'm excited that, this time is moving fast and we're ready on to the next thing. And if you already haven't signed up for VIP, do so now. We're about to have our next guest. I want to welcome Tanika. She is a client of mine. And hello, Tanika. How are you?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am well. I'm really excited to be here with you and everyone this morning.
Great. With no further ado, Tanika, I just want you to just introduce yourself and get right into why you're here today. And thank you so much for taking part of this. I appreciate you.
No problem. So I've been on my sister life journey for about 3 years. I came to Puerto actually looking for color treatment. And when I started the Sister Lot loctician that I had, she only did the reties. So I was really looking for someone that could provide me a full service. Like I said, I came to her just for the color. But when I got there and found out that she was doing the washing and conditioning treatments, color, styling, like I had to style, I was styling my own hair for 2 years. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was trying to figure it out. But she did it all for me. I'm a mother of 3. I am a professional. I'm really busy. And so I get to come to her and, experience my self-care, for myself. It's my time to take a break, and get treated. But then also I know that I'm going to a professional that, I can get advice about hair care and it's really just an opportunity. I know that my hair is being taken care of properly. It's an investment. I don't mind the cost because this is my hair. This is what you see, when you see me. One of the first things you see when you see me. And she does an amazing job with my hair. It's grown a lot. It's healthy. I've gotten steam treatments with her. I was having some issues with my scalp. She does treatments for dry scalp and dandruff, just anything I need. If anytime I had a question about my hair, I'm gonna tell you. So here's the thing. This was I love Corrigo. Even during the pandemic, she put together some groups for her clients just to kind of let us know what we can do. And I had only seen her once for the color treatment. But after that, I was like, oh, I'm never leaving. I'm coming there. She was readily available. She put together the group and she was telling us how to care for our hair until we were able to get back in. As soon as, everything opens up from the pandemic, she was able to get me in right away because I was already really far out as far as my retie. But yeah, pretty much I just wanted to share with you all that clients want, a loctician that can give them the professional advice, because again, I can read and all these things, but that's not my expertise. I can go to Corrigo and I can say, hey, I have this issue going on. What can I do? And then there's times that I don't even know what's going on. She's in my hair and she's fixing stuff because that's what she does. Right? And I'm like, thank you. She makes me look beautiful. So, I'm there for that. And again, like I said, I don't mind paying. And the self-care, I'm getting treated, I'm getting pampered. That's my time to be there taking care of myself. So,
thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
I have a question for you, Tanika. How important is the relationship with your consultant to you? How important is that to you?
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, like I say, with you, just the accessibility. I know that I can text you or call you and with any questions that I have about my hair, and I trust, so that's the biggest thing. I trust that you have the expertise, you can give me the professional advice, and you're going to make sure that my hair is healthy the same way that I want my hair to be healthy, so I can really trust you. That's the biggest thing.
All right, Tanika, everybody send Tanika some love, send her a heart just to appreciate her for coming out, spending time in her day. I think she's in the middle of taking her son to soccer. So thank you or something like that. So thank you so much.
Summer camp this morning.
Summer camp. All right. And summer is well on its way. Thank you so much. Send her some love. We appreciate you out here. And yes, there's love from Janelle. From Natural Hair Journey, there's a couple of people who sent some love. Oh, nothing but beautiful hearts, blue hearts, dark hearts, kisses. Yes, all kinds. You're getting a lot of love, sis. So thank you so much for sharing that. It's really important. Part of the reason why I wanted you to share is so that they could see. I want everyone to be able to see all sides, why it's important, how, what a responsibility we have when we're taking care of the public. And these are people in our community. And we already know that our people in our community, we've been going through things, from the BLM matters, from before that, from slavery and colonization, and to where we are now. There's still work that we've got to keep, doing. And so coming together and making sure that we service each other and respect each other's businesses and time and all of that good stuff is what's going to create and actually send us to grow into a place where we can then build generational wealth. As long as we're beginning to understand our customers, we're working well, we're understanding our businesses. And most importantly, relationships. Now, here's an example for y'all. If I did not have a strong relationship with Tanika, do you think she would have showed up this morning? Let the evidence speak for itself. She willingly showed up, and she was more than willing. When I asked her, she was like, yes. And it was last minute. I need you to fill the spot. And she was like, yes, I have to drop my son off at camp, but I'm going to avail myself when you need me. That is because we have built a relationship where she feels she wants to support me as much as I've supported her. So this is what we want. Like, that relationship with our clients is about the exchange, because sometimes we think that we're the ones just coming to take care of the client. Oh, you need me more than I need you. No, boo. If they don't come, you don't have a business. So it's absolutely important that you build a relationship. There's another thing that Tanika mentioned. She mentioned that during the pandemic, I did Zoom calls. This was me continuing to keep my relationship with my clients a priority. I would gather them. Each day we would be like, this is how we're going to bundle our hair. This is how we're going to wash our hair. This is how we separate. We had weeks of just walking people through. Then there were the newcomers who had just started. And then we went into the pandemic, and we had the seasoned clients, 10 years and above, and they were able to exchange, and we were able to leave fear, and we were able to do the deep breathing together. And we were able to talk about things that concerned us, in this world of uncertainty. And I'm telling you, when I opened that business, come reopening last year, this time, I couldn't. My business was like blowing in, like a building ready to burst. And so I have figured out what it takes to really build a business and to take it to the next level. And this is what I want to teach you guys in these next 5 weeks. Thank you so much, Tanika. You are amazing. You are amazing. Oh, somebody did Zoom calls with their clients. Good for you. Relationship with the clients is about, good. Relationship with your clients needs to, it's about exchange, and it needs to change. If you already didn't have a close knit relationship with your clients, I highly recommend that you start working on that, putting more work into that. All right. So I'm super excited. I did want to share this part as in closing. When I talk about overwhelm to thriving, I too have my story of overwhelm. I came to this country from Canada, young, green, right after college. A young, handsome African-American promised me a life of happiness and joy. And I left everything and only came with $500 in my pocket and a dream. I graduated from school as a production manager, came here. I did get some experience of working for corporate in Canada. And then I came here with just that. And while I was waiting for my green card, waiting for my papers, people were like, oh, I love your hair. I love your hair. And I was doing my hair. And it was just like, it was just amazing. So what happened after that was things didn't work out, So I went from opening my business, my marriage collapsing, becoming a single mom overnight, and not having a community and not having people that I could lean on, because I was very new here, right? I already had to open my business, but now I had my clients. It was now my children. It was me, and I had to run this show all by myself. When I tell you, there were days I could not get out of my bed. My sister pulled me out of bed one day, and she said, get up. You have to live for your children. And I remember, oh gosh, I can't believe this is like many years later. I remember and she took my children out of the house, and she told me I had 3 hours to get myself together and find my way to her home. And she left me alone. And I cried, and I did whatever I need to do. I screamed, because that was the reality, that this was it. This was my life. It was the death of my dream. It was the death of everything that I had left, what I knew to come for. And I was going to, no matter what, I was going to do this for my children, because they didn't choose this. And here I am, guys. So I want you to know it's possible. And when I stand here, I'm coming from a place where I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to push you guys. We're going to do this. I want you to tell your friends about this. I want everyone to make sure that you can build a business that is going to take you out of misery, that is going to give you the level of freedom that you want, that you too can build generational wealth with your business for your family and leave something behind. So on that note, guys, I'm going to take a deep breath, and you could take one with me, because part of it is receiving that new oxygen to clear what is no longer serving us. I'm in a great place today that I could be here to really put an impression on you guys. I want to send you nothing but love. We're going to do this, and there's homework coming up. All right. Are you all ready? There's some homework. Now let's get back to real business, because I'm all about that too. I could feel it, and it's time to feel it, but it's time to get serious about this homework. What's for homework, guys? You must go live. That's one thing. I want you to go live. Like you see me here. You're going to go live on that Facebook page. Okay. I'm starting with number 2 right now. We're going to go live and share what you hope to take away this week. I want you to go to live on that Facebook page. You're going to put the camera to yourself. Yes, that is part of your homework. You're going to talk into it. You're going to introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from and what you hope to take away this week. You're welcome, Marvinus. You're so welcome, honey. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know that there were people coming in from England, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, New York. Hey, Brandy, thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you for the love. Thank you so much. But make sure you go live after this while you still have this, this feeling, this energy. I want you to go live on that Facebook page. Yes, live on this Facebook page. Yes, go live on this Facebook group. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Go live on it. Then I want you to just share who you are, where you are, and what you hope to take away from here. Georgetown, South Carolina here. All right. Georgetown is here. I heard there was also England. I think I mentioned that. There was Canada. All right. The other thing too, 10 minutes of self-check. Where are we going to do? Just going to do that, what I mentioned to you. Do that deep breath and write down what comes to you. Journal that is coming to you naturally. It's meant South Korea. What? All right. Then back to Texas. All right. Chicago. Awesome. Pennsylvania. That's right. The UK. Beautiful. Look at that. North Carolina. Fayetteville. All right, people. This is amazing. Look at what technology has done. And good for you for showing up, because these are the tools that you can begin to learn to incorporate in your business. Las Vegas. All right. All right, guys, you want to make sure. So those of you in VIP, I'm going to meet you in about 2 minutes, and we're going to meet our guest, Sabrina. Sabrina Davis. She is also a Sisterlocks master stylist and a trainer. She does, maybe some of you have been through her training, her 4-day training and or the online training. I was there 16 years. Atlanta, beautiful. Awesome. Toronto, woo, woo, woo. TO in the house. I grew up in Canada, so I'm passionate. So today our VIP is Sabrina Davis. So check your inbox for those who are in the VIP. And if you haven't already signed up, it is naturalhairmentorship.com/VIP. And it's Sabrina Davis. So if you guys are in VIP, get ready. Come with your questions ready for her, because this is why they're there, to help us with the homework. She's going to be talking about self-care, why it's important. Maryland in the house. Yes. She was your instructor in Detroit. Look at that. So if you're in VIP, you get to meet her personally again. She's going to be pouring down all her love on us, and she's super excited. So I will see you guys in a few minutes, and I will hand it over to Sharifa. Thank you for this incredible day 1.
Let me start that over again because I was muted. But I told y'all it was going to be power packed. I told you we're going to get value. I was showing you my notes. I hope you all took notes because I took plenty of notes. If you got nuggets, because I got some nuggets, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you got nuggets, because I'm trying to tell. What about that rites of passage? Carigo rites of passage, huh? How can you understand your customers' needs if you don't understand your own needs first? How about that? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is some good stuff. And we're going to go over to the VIP where it's interactive. You get to ask questions with Sabrina. You're going to be all of there she is right there. You're going to be able to ask questions with her, get feedback from her. She's a master stylist. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, get over there, naturalhairmentorship.com/VIP. We don't want to be a part of the jacked up community. We don't want to be a part of the jacked up hair community. So, what did Tanika say? She said Carigo makes her look good. She feels beautiful. When you look good, you feel good and you want to do some stuff. Somebody else said something about doing the music with no words. I feel that. I love it. That's what I do too. I listen to the music, good wine, good food. That's a good day for me. So I'm going to head over to the VIP. I hope you guys join us. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have not signed up already, again, naturalhairmentorship.com/VIP. Join us, sign up, come over. Don't forget to do the homework. We have guides. You see, we have a Facebook Day 1 homework. Don't forget to do the homework. Don't forget to go live. I want to see all of you guys over in the VIP. I want to see all of you guys tomorrow. And if you're not in the VIP, trust and believe tomorrow, I'm going to brag about it. I'm going to brag about what you missed. So if I was you, get on over there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.